So if this is a simulation, it's a pretty shitty simulation, right?
It doesn't really account for a lot of people.
Like Blizzard probably made this game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is, 2 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
This is not Game of the Year material.
No.
It's still in early access when they just added Starvation.
Yeah.
New DLC.
New
Famine.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, a new war is out. Great.
New DLC, Pandemic.
Yeah.
I don't like this game.
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
Welcome to There Are Too Many Movies. Go Plus Max.
Go Max Plus.
Go Max Plus. My bad.
Bonus.
I think that's also wrong. It's Go Max.
Bonus. It's Go Max Plus.
Thank you. It's only the third time we've done this, right?
Yep.
Great. Shout out Patreon. Shout out Blood Relatives. This episode is for you. It's our bonus episode.
It's just for
Thanks.
you. And if you motherfuckers torrent this
Torrent?
episode.
Which
Torrent
is like
it?
torrenting?
You said torrent.
I said torrent.
You said torrent.
That's the...
Isn't that the same thing?
Torrent?
You mean
torrent.
Sorry.
placing emphasis on the second...
I'm not a elite hacker.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't-
not a elite 5 hacker.
Yeah, you didn't write the source code that's sitting on the board behind
I
Josh.
didn't. True.
For those listening, I wrote Matrix source code, and if you know, you know, right? there's a joke written in there.
I will literally update my dad's iPad, and he'll be like, "How are you like this?
Hacker man.
How are you in the Matrix?"
Yeah, you were Morpheus.
Yeah, straight up.
Anyways, I'm wearing
'Cause
my
I'm
Matrix.
fucking bald. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm. Because you're a genius.
Because you're a talented fighter.
Anyways, so this week we watched The Matrix for our, or this month we watched The Matrix for our Go Plus Max.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! We watched the fucking Matrix.
Shout out to The Matrix, 1999.
Can I please preface this episode by saying it has been approximately 20 years since I've seen this movie.
Same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw this when it first released on DVD. It was the first DVD that my parents owned.
Fuck yeah.
Same.
The number one DVD was The Matrix.
Yep.
And I watched the fuck out of it for probably a year and a half.
I lived in that bonus features section.
Oh,
Dude.
absolutely.
It was the first time I found an Easter egg in the bonus features.
Oh, where you
talking-
could
that
like
was
go
the-
around the menu?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
With a little
The
white
secret-
rabbit.
Yeah, there's a secret button hidden in the bonus features.
Yes, sir.
They don't do that anymore. What
Nope.
the fuck? Now they're just like...
No one has DVDs anymore. You realize how stupid DVD menus are now?
Yeah.
Or Blu-ray menus, excuse
they're
me?
terrible.
It's just a little toolbar.
It's
Yeah, and then
pointless.
and then it'll be. You thought that was the mixer, but that was just Josh blowing raspberries.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like, did I kick the mixer again?
I really did.
Did I
think
make
that.
the mixer fart?
I was like, how did I do that?
But like, but yeah,
power.
now Blu-rays are fucking stupid because it's like, do you want to see behind the scenes? And you press it, and it just pulls up YouTube. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I haven't run into that yet.
It basically just says go
It,
to YouTube.
it pulls like
Oh.
the internet. And
Yeah.
it's like, put it on the disc, asshole. You get like 50 gigs.
Dude,
It makes
like-
no sense.
I gotta say, as a fan of Blu-rays and like deluxe editions and shit like that, like limited editions, shit like that, the trilogy box set for The Matrix is fucking lit, fam.
You have it?
Yes. And
Is that how you watch this?
Yeah.
Blu-ray?
Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray,
Fuck yeah.
mind you. It is fucking beautiful. Shouts to whoever fucking put this on Blu-ray because it's fucking amazing. But the bonus features, dude, there are 4 different commentary tracks for every movie, dude.
Hell yeah.
And I
Shit.
I essentially watched this movie 3 times this week.
Really?
With different commentary tracks.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
That's
the
fucking
Wachowskis purposely didn't want to record their own commentary track because they were like, yeah, we don't want this to just be stories about like, oh yeah, on this day with the fucking caterer changed or whatever.
why wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Because they don't think that's interesting. They're like, yeah, fuck it, we don't want to do that.
And then the cinephiles are like, tell us that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What did you eat for breakfast
Yeah.
that day?
Oh, they brought in ham sandwiches, and Keanu Reeves doesn't like ham sandwiches.
So
I want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. But they were like, yeah, that's not interesting to us. They wanted it to be kind of different. Like a
So
different.
what'd they do?
So they did one commentary track is 2 actual philosophers that discuss the film.
Jesus.
2 PhD fucking motherfucking philosophers from like Cornell and shit.
And they're like, so this bullet time scene was pretty cool.
Yeah, fucking
This is real neato.
Kierkegaard's like...
Look at all those guns they're shooting. Whoa.
The second commentary track is actual reviewers that the critics that first saw this movie that did not like it.
So they got negative. That's actually sick.
I wish there would be a commentary track of a blind guy and he's just asking questions.
That's so fucked up,
Dude, so it's weird though that you did that, and I also wasn't there. That's just really weird,
dude.
That
You didn't invite either of us.
I'm sorry.
I
just did it through the course of the week. I
You
didn't have time
withheld.
to- I'm sorry.
You just withheld that info.
You're welcome to come over and check them out, dude.
Okay, but you've done it now.
Are you just preparing your foot for the plant for this episode?
I just pretty much,
Okay.
yeah.
I wanted
I'm just like winding up for the plant kick, which we all know is inevitably coming on this episode.
I wanted to come in with some different information because I feel like you have a wealth of knowledge on the Matrix, and I wanted to have some different things to discuss.
Okay,
All right, is that fair?
that's fair.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm just.
I didn't
gonna-
purposely mean to.
No, I mean I won't hold that over your head for the rest of our friendship. Don't worry. It's just like pretty much
I'm
the
gonna
movie that
hear
got.
about this one later.
It's pretty much the movie that got me into
Whenever Chris
filmmaking.
slaps
so-
me around after this show.
This is
like
the
he
movie
usually
that
does.
got me into math, made me buy a graphing calculator.
Yeah.
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 Neato.
TI-84.
Silver Plus.
Sick.
Fuck yeah.
I'm familiar.
Texas Instruments, motherfucker.
So you,
Shout out Texas.
Shout out Tex.
So, anyways, this commentary tracks. How were they?
Oh, dude. There was one with Carrie Ann Moss and like the stunt the choreographers. And then the fourth one was just the composer.
Which ones did you listen to?
With music only. No dialogue, no nothing. It's
shit.
just
Dang.
dude, I'm telling you, this is the best Blu-ray box set ever.
So which ones did you watch?
All of them.
All four?
The only one I did sections of the music, like on sections that I really wanted to.
Boring.
Did you play them all at once and then have them in one monitor like a compilation?
God damn.
So he was. So essentially, like during this commentary, the music commentary is like, so Rob Zombie was pretty cool, and so I hit him up for this.
Yeah, exactly. No, man, it's seriously
burn with the witches.
fucking incredible, man.
In case you were wondering when this came out, Rob Zombie's in it.
And he didn't direct it either.
True.
Shout out to Rob Zombie movies. Actually, they're
Yeah,
good.
really
They're
good.
actually really good.
House
Watch
of 1,000,
the
Fucks.
dude. Halloween, the first Halloween.
Ooh,
he did a
true.
great job.
Devil's Rejects,
Opens with God of Thunder. Shouts to that.
the best use of Freebird ever.
Oh yeah, dude.
Devil's
And the Devil's
Rejects?
Rejects. Fuck yeah.
Phenomenal.
Fucking getting shot at.
You know what's crazy?
What?
First time I heard Freebird was that.
Are you serious?
Same.
Yep.
Mine was Guitar Hero 2.
Cool. So,
Noise. So 20 years since I've seen this movie, and I watched it 3 times this week.
fair.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, the nostalgia was just fucking blasting me in the
Holy
head.
fuck, dude.
Did you
And-
Yeah.
go to 2 and 3?
No.
Did you bother?
Dude, I have seen 2 one time in theaters when I was fucking 11 years old. I don't know how old I was.
Yeah.
But young as shit.
Sure.
And then I've never seen 3.
Yeah.
3 goes
You
off
don't-
the rails.
You really don't have to.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's odd you haven't. Like, it's a Matrix movie. You didn't want to complete the trilogy?
I just, dude,
You own it.
I now own it. I bought it this week for
Oh,
this
fuck
episode.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Nice.
Yeah. That's why I did that. But if I could have just bought just the Matrix, I would have been fine with that. But all the bonus features came with the fucking trilogy. So, anyways,
Yeah.
no need to get into it. I just mean that it's been a really long time for me, and I know this movie's good. I've known that for a very long time. But holy fucking shit, man!
How
Watching it
fucking-
again for the first time in 20 years, dude. Holy shit!
It's still just as good. It doesn't just fuck, it gorilla fucks.
It's phenomenal. It's so ahead of its time.
dude.
Straight up.
That's when I watched this. I didn't rewatch the whole thing. I ran out of time. I watched most of it, like half of it. But like the whole time, I was thinking, "Wow, this could come out now."
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it
And
would
be incredible.
It would be topically, philosophically relevant, like VFX pretty relevant. The only thing that dates it is the bit of
The
the music,
CGI.
and the bit of the CGI a little bit, but the visual, not the visual effects, like the
fashion vibes
fashion
and
and
stuff.
music.
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah. It places it there in a good way, though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, leather and Oakleys were cool, you
Right.
know, or it's
Yeah.
like those shades, you know, where it's like slicked back
Right.
and
But
Slick
this
back
kind of
piece
made
shit.
that popular, though. They discovered the glasses, the shape of the glasses for this movie. That wasn't like
Yeah.
popular at the time.
You mean
This-
Morpheus's little
Dude,
plugins.
those and then Neo's fucking wide ass
yeah.
glasses, that was made popular by this movie. This movie like literally changed the landscape of
Straight
like
up.
visual language of all movies
like
for the
cyberpunk.
next 10 years.
Yeah.
Very true.
And there are sequences that are like so obviously iconic and influential that like you see them spoofed in so many other things
Oh, yeah.
that you
Dude.
forget that this is the originator of that.
Yeah, get
Like-
this. The bullet time scene, like the orbiting,
Yeah.
Trinity or the dips back and dodges bullets thing.
Right.
That we
was-
all did in our childhood.
This movie came out in 1999. It was spoofed 20 times by 20 different movies by the year 2002.
Holy
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Fucking crazy.
Did you ever
Kung
play
Pao, fucking
Yep.
Charlie's Angels,
Yep.
fucking
Osmosis Jones at Disney movies
What?
Wow.
spoofed it.
Conqueror's Bad Fur Day? The entire ending sequence was the Matrix shootout scene.
Yep.
dude, and for good reason, dude. This movie is iconic as fuck.
When I was a kid, I came home and skipped via the scene selection menu
yeah.
on the Matrix 1 DVD. I skipped right to the lobby once a day.
Fuck yeah.
At least once a day, I would watch the lobby scene.
Such a fucking vibe. Dude.
That is probably still to this day one of the best like shootout scenes.
Yeah, one of the best
ever.
action sequences.
And that song in the lobby, we hear it almost every. Like, I feel like every other week I hear that fucking song on a commercial or something. It like the royalties that band must get from.
Yeah.
Because of the use in this fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
Is astronomical, dude.
Right up there with the Friends theme song.
Yes, exactly. But like, it's so fucking iconic, man. And like, yeah, revisiting it was just a fucking gem. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is such a good
Yeah.
movie, and not just for how iconic it is, but it's like this is just a genuinely good story.
Yeah.
In the topically like when I say it still could come out like today and be relevant, it's like this is 1999.
Yep.
They're dealing with simulation theory, and this was actually required reading for the whole cast. The movie Simulta and Simulation. It's like a philosophy book.
Oh, is that the one he opens at the beginning?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's an Easter egg in the movie where he opens that book to give somebody like a
Simulacra.
program or
The
something.
fucking amount of detail in this movie, dude.
Yeah, I forgot. What's the book called? Hold on.
Simulation and Simulacra?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
No.
You're familiar?
No, I watch anime.
So that means.
And dude, like,
So that means what, Alex?
this is like the first time seeing anime on screen.
Yeah.
Two.
So these fights are okay.
Yeah, simulacra and simulation. They just had to get that up there.
So if you are a child in the 90s, there's almost a 100% chance that you've been watching Dragon Ball Z. And then that becomes your favorite thing. And then The Matrix comes out,
Oh,
and it's
fuck.
live action Dragon Ball Z style fights.
Yep,
and it
pretty
is
much.
just like, it just fills everything you want from a fight scene.
And the subway fight,
oh, dude.
Fucking
like
A.
that went 10
Like-
days over schedule. First of all,
And like using superhuman abilities to do superhuman things that aren't just like dude, like watching this compared to all of like the Marvel movies that we've seen for the last 10 years, dude, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
the mix of practical.
yeah.
That's the golden era of films that we
Exactly.
always talk about. This
Yep.
90s was the golden era of films because it was just a like proper mix of practical and VFX.
Yeah.
It was certain things still had to be made practically, and computers weren't quite there yet to do other things. So it was
Right.
like this weird hybrid that was like that's where the perfect unity of those two worlds met was the 90s.
Oh, for sure.
Imagine the scene where Keanu wakes up and
I just did the Tenet.
Yeah, yeah.
And then somebody's watching this like, I knew it.
But yeah, to that point, like imagine the scene where Keanu wakes up from his pod, and there's that practical thing that's holding him by the face and neck, and he's just stuck there, like in real life, being held by a machine thing.
Yeah.
That would have such a different vibe if it was CGI'd.
Yeah.
And there is a shot from behind that is CGI'd,
Right.
where he gets dumped down or whatever. But that's so they use it so minimally and only when they have to for those type of angles.
And then the crane that picks him up.
Yes.
A full like crane arm that picked him up
Yep.
was obviously real. He lost
Yeah.
15 pounds for that scene, by the way.
He did.
Wow.
Shaved his eyebrows, shaved his head, a whole fucking thing.
Well, so all his weight was in his hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so to begin the movie, the Trinity action sequence in the building.
The legendary kick.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Such a fucking intro to a movie.
Dude,
And it sets up
it's
her
like,
character.
What am I watching? It was like
Sets up her character fucking perfectly.
Yeah.
Like that dive through the window, she fucking tumbles down the stairs and immediately aims like she's fucking ready for it.
on her landing.
Yes.
Fucking-
I'm so glad you brought that up because that was in my head to bring up also.
Dude.
Like that.
So much character. So much character.
Boom.
Yeah.
So much
And that-
character of her and the agent.
Yes.
Like, what is she running from right now?
Yep.
Like, she's unstoppable, and so what could she fucking be afraid of?
And dude, Carrie Ann Moss did like most of those stunts. Did the fucking building stunt, dude? The wire work of like
That's wild.
because her stunt double like didn't get it. Like because Carrie Ann Moss had been doing so much wire work up until that point. The time that they put a stunt woman on that, like she couldn't even do it well. So Carrie Ann Moss was like the expert of using wires at
Crazy.
that time. So the jump was like literally her, like doing all of that, the arm movements and everything. She fucking murdered that, dude.
So sick.
Amazing.
The opening scene. Shout out to Leather, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to Leather.
latex,
Just
leather.
the material in general.
Yeah.
Just killing it.
And if you want to go down a fun rabbit hole, the VFX Artist Reacts did a great episode on Bullet Time. Like and it was all, and this was buried in the DVD menu, obviously, of like when I first watched it. But the technique they used where they line up cameras and stitch all those frames together,
Yeah.
basically.
Dude, the bonus features on that DVD or on that
Yep.
Blu-ray, almost like a 3-hour documentary about the making of the first Matrix.
That's so awesome.
God, shit.
Like their test was like, so obviously if you don't know, it's not a one camera orbiting her in one moment. Obviously it's like 20 cameras that are all lined up, and then they just cut that frame together so she's frozen in time and you orbit her.
And they had to figure that out. They tried to get a camera that moved that fast and like essentially strap like a rocket to it to get it to go around.
Someone
Yeah.
just yeets a camera on a wire.
Yeah, they
basically.
tried to do that essentially. That was like one of the first tests they did. Like, oh, this doesn't work. We need multiple cameras. It wasn't like a thought out plan. It's like the Wachowskis had this vision,
Totally.
and everybody else around them had to like, okay, how do we do
The
this?
VFX people, had to figure that out.
How the fuck do we do this?
Their first VFX test is very interesting. They're just like
man.
in like this field.
a field with a barrel on fire.
Yeah, and it just goes whoop like around, and so it's a mix of stitching those frames together and frame interpolation. So if you're like an editor or a VFX person, you know what that is. It's basically just when a computer takes two frames and compares the in between. So you went from here to here, and it tries to figure out the images in between. So let's say you shorten it 50% or 25%. That's how many frames it will have to figure out in between. So that smoothed the bridge between all those cameras.
And it's perfect, dude.
It's
Yeah.
great. I mean, like that's
for
the
1999, dude.
that's the intro to this movie.
yeah.
Is
yeah.
her doing that upping jump kick. You just go, what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
The fuck was that? Ooh. And then, by the way, every sound effect is like
Yeah.
fucking like
Yep.
everything just fucking
the
goes.
kung fu style fast shit. Like the kung fu aspect of this movie is a whole other thing that like kept me like addicted to it.
It's like there's somebody on set with a whip just.
Yeah.
Dude,
There's so many swishes.
there's a sound effects supervisor in that documentary that's talking about like, yeah, we would just go to like any junkyard and grab anything that made wishing sounds, and we recorded all of it. There are
Love that.
hundreds and thousands of different like whippy things.
Literally every movement and like I'm referencing the intro because that's when you first notice it.
Yeah.
But later with the fucking agent and Neo fight.
Oh yeah, the subway fight
Where they
Yeah.
were both diving at each other. Like, oh,
my
my
God.
god.
Or when he's one arm fighting him.
Yep.
And the guy-
Oh shit.
godlike, dude.
God like sound design.
The
and
ultimate anime character progression,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh,
anime
yes.
intro
Yeah.
too.
Anime intro,
The
dude.
fucking
even
music.
dude. The one time where it's totally okay to have like the depth of field shot where both things are in focus.
Yeah.
because the cops are in focus and she's in focus, but it actually looks perfect. It looks like a perfect comic book panel.
Yes.
and they were so influenced by anime, comic books, all of that shit that they put it into a film, and it is literally perfect.
Yeah.
man.
It's like
Every frame is a fucking comic book panel.
straight up. Yeah. It's like
Speaking of every frame being a comic book panel, I have Neo on my shirt.
Fuck yeah,
It's a
man.
frame from the movie.
Shouts to Chris's.
Shout out to my shirt
costume
on this
design.
audio podcast.
so the live action Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell movie.
Oh, God.
How does that compare to The Matrix? Because the Ghost in the Shell, I'm pretty sure, is like the most direct
They did
influence,
Yeah.
right?
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say it doesn't compare that that well. Yeah,
Strong-
you might
strong
be
opinion.
You might be shocked to hear that The Matrix was
A slightly better
a
movie.
slightly better movie than
The Scarlett
Ghost
Johansson.
in the Shell, starring
Shell.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
After the Trinity scene, we get Neo on his computer for the first time, and the conversation between him and Morpheus. We think.
So
correct?
let's knock this out. This is Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Let's
Oh,
let's
sure,
knock all
right.
this out. Let's talk about this. The intro to Keanu Reeves as Neo
Yep.
is him as like this burnt out hacker, like you know, basement dweller punk type of situation.
right.
And we should talk about, obviously we talked about this in our Wild Wild West episode, but Will Smith was the original, was meant to be the original Neo in this movie.
Biggest oof of all time.
Biggest oof of all time.
He's a millionaire, and I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad.
Well, here's the thing. So in the Wild Wild West episode, in that research, I found Will Smith said that was one of his biggest regrets was he turned down The Matrix to go do Wild Wild West. He has said that's one of his greatest regrets. In the research for this episode, Will Smith said, I have no regrets because, and they're obviously different interviews at different times, I don't know when, but he says, I have no regrets because I would have fucked that movie up, is what he said. He said, I was not mature enough as an actor to do well in that movie, he doesn't think.
And people shit on Keanu all the time. Like, I mean,
Sure.
up until John Wick, I feel like people were like, "Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves is just a fucking like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just a goofy."
Up
Fucking,
until John Wick, which is like the
renaissance of Keanu, really.
I was gonna say the
Keanu
Reeves-essence.
Keanu Sans.
Keanu,
Is that a
whatever.
thing?
I was gonna say Reeves-essence.
Cyberpunk 2077 himself.
Yeah, pretty much. Up until then, he was, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Even
I know kung fu. That was the meme. Was like, okay, he's just kind of a derpy
Yeah.
action guy.
Yeah, and fucking Point Break,
gross. Yeah.
Speed.
Speed. Yeah. he's
The
just-
Lake House.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
But-
totally in line with the things we were referencing.
There is, dude, he is the one. He is fucking Neo. There is not a single actor that would have been better than Keanu
The
Reeves.
turn of the confidence too.
Yes.
is
Yep.
he kills it, man.
He fucking nails it. And he was so fucking committed to this role, this movie, and every action sequence, dude, he is fucking in it. And that's why the John Wick movies are so good, because that's him doing all that shit. But that was learned from doing
Right.
The Matrix.
It's pure passion. Yeah.
So a couple of things about Keanu won over the casting by being so heavily invested in it. He read all the books, the required reading of like
Yeah, they
he
required you to
understood-
read at least 3 different books for
Yeah,
this
they were
movie.
like philosophy books.
Nice.
And then also, let me see what they were. He said, I got it written down somewhere. The books required to read were Simulacra and Simulation, Out of Control, and Evolutionary Psychology, even before they opened up the script. So when he went to casting, he won them over by his like dedication.
Nice.
And people are like, this is the Jesus space movie? Fucking
yeah. Well, here's the thing: is this was-
anyone with a protagonist is just a metaphor for Jesus.
right?
Like,
It's- this is the hero's journey. It's like,
haven't I
shut
seen
up.
this before in Star Wars?
No. So
Eat a fucking big old pee-pee.
and yeah, cut to this movie being admitted into like the film archives of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
But so one of the things I want to talk about was the fact that the script itself was passed around in the studios and known as the script that nobody understands. That's what they were like. They were asked to include so much more explanatory dialogue simply because the studio regarded that script as like, nobody gets this.
But the exposition in this film is handled perfectly.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
It is.
not
I love it.
ham-fisted. It's not poorly done.
and it's all told through Morpheus, who that is his character.
Exactly.
He's
Enlightening
explaining
people.
things and enlightening, and yes, he is the answer. Fucking shit.
Also,
man.
the fact that Morpheus in Greek mythology is
The mage.
is the god of dreams, and he effectively is the one waking them up from their dreams.
God
like,
damn it, bruh, big bruh.
Yeah.
And dude, and like the correlations to like even Alice in Wonderland,
yes,
and how often that's brought up, dude. At the very beginning, follow the white rabbit, but also not just that, dude. The fact that like there are so many mirrors and reflections in this movie. In every sense, dude. Like it's not just Morpheus's glasses that are reflective, the mirror that Keanu touches, the buildings that crash into each other.
Totally.
It's fucking incredible, dude.
Yeah. And also the fact that, what were you just saying? The White Rabbit, What else?
Alice in Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland. He literally references it when he gives him the pill.
You feel like Alice. Yeah.
He's like, "Do you want to
going down the rabbit hole?"
Yeah, you stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes."
Dude,
Just
when you're 9 and
fucking go!
You're 8 years old. Like, let's fucking go!
I was the first person to say "Let's fucking go" in 1999. But dude, if you want to go down a fun rabbit hole, the VFX behind just his glasses. Oof.
I was looking for like cameras in his glasses and stuff. Oh, dude.
That stuff's revolutionary. It may not. The spoon may not. It dates the movie a little bit when you see it now.
Sure. A little bit.
But fuck that. In 1999, you were shitting your pants when you saw that. Like,
Yeah.
You were blowing a hole in the theater seat underneath you.
Taking off.
The popcorn you just
You
ate.
got some height on it. Just shitting yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Never mind. Moving right along. So we got the intro sequence. She runs to get to the phone to get out. And by the way, like, what if it just like cut to like a 56K dial-up noise? Like, and it's like, everybody knows this takes forever. She's not getting out of there. Like, and then she fucking dies.
Dude.
Roll credits.
Okay, so
Like, it takes a while to pull people in and out of the real world. We're running on dial-up here. It's 56K.
Sorry.
You ever upload a whole human? Jesus Christ, chill out.
Someone playing Quake in your house right now.
I want to jump to the conversation, the red pill and the blue pill with Morpheus and Neo.
Sure.
I think that's like the next big tentpole plot of the film. The question that Morpheus asks, like almost right off the bat, is like, "Do you believe in fate?"
Love this answer too.
Oh, and he's like, "No, you decide your own fucking fate,
Yeah,
man."
He says he doesn't
like,
believe in fate because he doesn't like the idea of him not being in control of his own life.
I'm on the brink of tears right now because that is such a fucking beautiful moment in the arc of the film, in his character arc, and how everything about this movie leads up to that point where it's like, do you believe in fate? Like, that is such an important question that he answers himself at the end. Fucking A, man. And like, his morals stick with him through that whole fucking...
What do you mean he answers it at the end? By choosing to believe?
He says, "Do you believe in fate?" And Neo goes, "No, you decide your own fate," essentially is what he's saying.
And then immediately
Butchering the dialogue.
chooses one of the pills.
He chooses one of the pills. The Oracle says, "You're not the one." And he's like, "Okay." Then at the very end, he chooses to save Morpheus, even though, from what the Oracle told him,
he can't do it.
He can't do it, or else
seizing his own fate.
he is risking his life. He is sacrificing himself for Morpheus.
Uh-huh.
And at the very end, he fucking chooses. The confidence in himself grows, and he's like, "I am the one." Bruh. She fucking the Oracle told him, "You're not the fucking one, dude."
What's the significance of that, you think? Was it her testing him?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's her.
Even after what Morpheus says, he's like, she told you what you needed to hear.
Yeah. What you heard is for you and you alone.
Because of his innateness to like decline fate and to be like, "No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe.
Yeah.
You tell me one thing I don't fucking believe in." She's like, "You know what I'm about to tell you?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm not the one." He needed to hear that so he could be like, "Fuck fate, I am
Right.
the one."
Because
Fuck
everyone
yeah.
up to that point is saying you
Fucking
are.
go!
That's him stopping bullets.
Oh
Dude.
shit! And when he finds out, dude,
Yeah.
fucking douche.
Oh,
Fuck.
okay.
Just I'm a cock right now, dude. My body's a dick.
That was the absolute best. Probably my favorite scene besides the lobby scene. The second scene that comes second place in my favorite is the fucking scene where he gets up after being shot and decides to be the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the agents are they're coming at him and he's just like, "Oh, this is fucking easy."
And
bing bong bing bing bing
dude,
ding dang dong. Just stopping every punch someone throws at him.
The fucking swell of the music in that moment.
The music, bro.
And then it cuts to like his vision of seeing the Matrix itself. He sees the code and all of it.
Yep.
That is, dude, one of my favorite moments in film history is that fucking moment in film, dude. Shit.
Yeah, and speaking of music, the swells there, goosebumps every time.
Every time. Every fucking time.
But speaking of swells and goosebumps, immediately when the movie started and it went into the letter 0 or whatever in green went through whatever, and you hear wom 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 wom. I was just like, wow, there's some serotonin right there.
Yeah, dude.
The whole fucking
Just
bucket
a
full.
nostalgia shotgun blast to the fucking like, dude, gone.
Just blew my brains out.
You know what was actually the most nostalgic scene for me was the fucking dojo fight. Oh my god. That was the first scene I saw from The Matrix.
Which, by the way, it's one of the first great uses of speed ramping. Like speeding up and slowing down.
Yes.
Filming in like half speed and then just speeding it up after, which is like a tough thing to make look good.
Right.
So
because it's very unnatural for them, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that are naturally flowing. Belts, cloth,
True.
fabric,
Yeah.
all stuff like that makes your brain go, oh, that's sped up, right?
Yeah.
Hair is a tough one.
Like when you see like 1920s footage.
Yeah, exactly. And so this was one of the best uses of speed ramping yet. And actually filming in slow motion also, like one of the slowest like high frame rate cameras for the first time, really. The scenes you obviously bullet time is one thing. Like that's a different method, but like just the lobby scene in general, them doing cartwheels, them doing running and picking up guns,
running
and stuff like
on
that.
walls, literally
running on walls, all that shit. Woo!
Do you know how many times I tried to run on a fucking wall because of this movie?
Yes, exactly.
How I thought, like, as a human being, you could just learn how to, like, double jump like a video game. Like, when can I do that?
If you just think hard enough, you can jump off of air.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just you would hear the
dojo scene, dude.
Oh my god.
There are no stunt doubles in that.
Yeah.
I think aside from like some of the wire work, but like Keanu Reeves and fucking Lawrence Fishburne did all of those moves. I did not appreciate that as a kid.
No, yeah.
Looking at it now and like looking at the bonus features, that like there's a good 15 minutes on just that fight scene.
Fuck.
And also the fact that Keanu Reeves actually had an injury at the beginning of the filming of this.
He had a split disc or something like that.
Yeah, some spine injury or
Spinal energy.
spinal injury. He had a spine injury, and they had to hold off on. They shot like the chiller stuff first, like him at the club or him at the office, escape. But which, by the way, the office scene.
Oh my god,
Dude.
that like taught me anxiety.
Yeah. Is what it's so. To a child, it's hard to present tension in things that aren't things you're already familiar with.
But it's like those guys are chasing me.
Totally.
And I need to leave. It's like every dream ever.
But I could do a whole hour on the editorial of this movie,
dude.
Because Jesus Christ, like I can think of so many examples of the lobby being perfect. The lobby fight scene, like the way they repeat action perfectly, like he finishes his move, and they double cut a lot of things that are just like such fucking chef's kiss and perfection and time to the music well.
Oh yeah.
But one of the first times I saw like, oh, the editing is gonna shine in this movie when I was rewatching, because now I have an editorial brain. I've been editing now for a while, and I'm looking at it through a different lens. The first time is when he picks up the phone in the office. And it's like calm, slower shot. The phone lands in his hand, and it rings immediately. Whip to another camera immediately. And that's the hindsight of a director to be shooting it for the edit. But holy fucking shit.
Perfect
that
cut.
was just like, oh, like that immediately, boom, we're in a stressful situation.
Yep.
The cut told you that. It was like, that's...
If that was one shot of like him opening the thing and then the phone rings, it's totally different from... the fucking
quick
switch, and it breaks the 90-degree rule in that moment too.
Yep, disorients you a little bit.
Shit,
It
man.
reminds
Welcome
me.
to film school with your host, us.
Go to it.
What do you think about the editing for this compared to, say, Mayor of Easttown or?
So don't go check out Mayor of Easttown because you'll get mad. Actually, just check out our TikTok.
Well, I don't think you get. I don't think
I
you
need
get
to
what
piss.
they were doing with that edit.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't live in LA, so I can't really edit.
I gotta go pee pee.
Okay, sure.
Sorry.
I got to go right after him. So
Do you really?
yeah, I do.
You guys, you sit, and then he can pee in the hole
Exactly.
between your legs.
No, I'll sit on it backwards, and then he pisses down my ass. We'll straddle it.
I'm leaving this all in. Fuck it. Go plus Max gets all this.
Fuck, if I stand up, I'm gonna piss everywhere. Hold on.
I'm not editing any of this out. You hear me? You hear me? Go plus max blood rallies.
Hey,
You're getting
well-
all of the outtakes. That's what you get.
Josh is pissing. Let me see what I got for a business idea if I have anything.
Okay. You don't want to save it for the actual show?
It's not a business idea.
20 people will hear this.
But,
1,000 people will hear your
okay.
Sorry, blood rallies.
Do you have any fetishes?
Yeah.
Are they crazy?
No.
Okay. Well, I have a choking fetish, but it's just for food.
You mean like you want to choke on food?
No, I want to see other people choke on food. It makes me come.
All right.
That's just one thing.
And that's a business idea?
No. Oh, I've got a party cleanup show where you have kids have a house party while their parents are out, and then at some point during the night, the parents come home, and then they're like, "Oh, it's cleanup time." So,
Yeah. Is it recording?
all right, I'm gonna piss now.
I wasn't even listening to what you're saying because I was watching Joss check that.
It's fine.
I'm leaving all this in for the Go Plus Max people.
Oh, nice.
They get all the BTS.
They get all the fucking PPs. All the
They get all the exclusive. This is the content you want on the Go Plus Max, right, guys? Type one for yes, two for no in the Discord. There's gonna be a bunch of ones in the Discord one day.
Yeah.
Probably not. No one listens to this.
No one listens.
Nobody listens. Nobody cares. Still taking your money. Shout out you. Blood relatives, we love you. You know we love you. Thanks for supporting the show.
Still taking your money.
Shout out you. Well, if they're listening, they have paid.
That's a good clip for like just a commercial for Patreon. Just that
Nobody
little-
listens. Nobody cares. Still taking your money. Shout out you. It's like, you want us to take your money? Go to patreon.com/TooManyMovies.
This is the content you get.
This is what you get. You get
RP break.
You get the host laughing and singing about taking your money. We love you. We know you. We love you.
Give us more.
That's what the Matrix code behind you says. It just says, "We love you, blood rallies." You can't read that?
Give us money.
Give it money, please.
Money, please.
And there's one singular coin.
I knew this is going to be just an hour of sucking the Matrix dick.
Yeah, it's great though.
Dude, man.
We're getting in. We're deep diving though. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Appreciate you watching all that. Deep diving into those commentary tracks.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Dude,
Alex is taking the longest piss ever.
you need to watch these bonus features, dude.
This sounds great. I would love to.
Fucking shit.
Which one would you recommend out of all of them? Wachowskis? Sorry, no, I mean the philosophers.
Oh, the commentary tracks? Honestly, dude, the critics.
Yeah, that sounds great. Can you fix your mic whenever you mount back up?
They shit on the sequels hard.
Oh, good.
They like.
I mean, good.
I haven't seen the sequels yet,
Yeah.
but I'm saying in the Matrix commentary track.
I would
they're
love
like,
to watch the sequels with you.
They're like, this is great, but sucks what happens next.
Very true. Should have ended it right there.
Yeah,
Totally.
dude,
It would have been
that was the
perfect
first thing
as
they said.
Yeah. Well, right back into it. We're jumping ahead to the ending, but it ends perfectly and sets itself up for a sequel, but in the perfect way, where it's like this could just be the end.
It could
Totally.
be that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be it.
So
I was gonna say it could be that it.
it could be that it fine
Fiend.
fine, which is Italian for finish. No.
Italian for finish.
Really quick though, when I was a kid, I literally didn't understand the plot of this. I was just like, this is neat.
Yeah.
Watching it now with the idea of like harvesting humanity,
Yep.
the fields of human beings.
We're like,
that-
bro, we do this.
and like the fact that our synapses are energy, we're a fucking battery for these machines. Holy fucking shit! Does this hit hard?
Yep. And
Older.
Yeah.
not only that, but simulation theory.
Yeah,
Totally.
Oh,
Where it's like-
absolutely.
Like it's more fleshed out and more prevalent.
Dude, after watching a movie like Demonic, it's like, yeah, there are scarier things than the devil, fucking Big Red.
Crow
no,
Boy.
dude. Yeah, dude, seriously. No, fucking AI and robots and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's fucking scurry, dude.
Yeah.
It's real scurry.
Yes.
The idea that if you were ever in your entire life at any point accidentally slanderous of the concept of AI, like you will be dead if it ever comes to fruition.
Yep.
unlocking something else about Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne's character. When he read this movie, and now this fucking blew my mind with what we know about the Wachowskis now. Like they're both women now.
I think they're both trans. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So Lawrence Fishburne, when he read the script, he decided early on that he wanted Morpheus to have like a gender identity that is a lot different than like one you would see from a protagonist in any film. He wanted the Matrix version of Morpheus to be masculine.
Ooh.
And the real world version of Morpheus to be feminine.
That's a cool idea.
That's super cool.
So in the Matrix,
I had no idea, and now right as you said that, I can see it all.
Yep. The whole
He
fucking
is,
thing.
he is god tier, like, and he's much more like motherly.
Yes.
To Neo.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what he says in the documentary. Dude, this is just a fucking an ad for that for this box set that I bought.
Yeah. Are you sponsored? Use our
Yeah.
promo code Too Many Movies when you buy the Matrix box set. By the way,
But in all seriousness, dude, Lawrence Fishburne first is like, yeah, he's masculine on the inside. He knows how to fight. He's the sensei
totally.
in the Matrix, but
Yeah.
on the outside, he's like the mother hen, is how he put it. Like for the Nebuchadnezzar.
love it.
It's so perfect and it's so well executed.
And the Wachowskis are like, wait a second.
Seed planted.
Write
Yeah.
that down. Write that down.
So, just quick side note, and this is nothing but a side note. Go watch Speed Racer, directed by the Wachowskis.
Oh, fuck.
Holy fucking shit,
Man.
It is the best anime movie ever made.
Yes.
I still haven't seen that.
If that makes any sense.
No, it's right.
It's a fucking anime movie, and it's colorful, and
it knows
was-
exactly what it is.
It knows exactly what it is. It is get high and watch this. Is what it should be
It's so
called.
crazy that they did
Get high
Speed
and watch
Racer.
this. The movie is what Speed Racer should be called. Because it was great. That hit me at just the right time. Like
Yeah.
I just it's just the special effects in them. Just check out Speed Racer if you haven't. It's actually phenomenal. So fucking fun.
Another side note, dude, the fashion in this movie,
Oh yeah.
fucking revolutionary.
Yep.
Shouts to the costume designer because
Yeah.
they fucking nailed it,
Yep.
dude. This
Yep.
is such a fucking vibe.
Yep.
S&M and fucking latex and Bond. It's like it's
Vampire nightclub.
They like formed what would be cool for the next several years.
Yep.
yes, dude.
Absolutely.
Precisely.
Exactly. Yep. Vampire nightclub.
Yeah.
Aesthetic.
So fucking badass, dude.
Yep.
And even the fucking
I'm vampire nightclub core. That's my fashion.
dude, I'm more so the Nebuchadnezzar with the fucking rags and
Yep.
and
Yep.
just fucking
Yes.
earth tones and
Yep. Yeezy
rags.
season 0 was the
Fuck
Matrix.
yeah, dude.
The
The
Matrix
mother-
was Yeezy season 0.
The fucking practical effects aboard the Nebuchadnezzar and just the set design in general was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Incredible.
It's
Yeah.
This is what every one of our bonus episodes is going to be. In case you haven't noticed, we just jerk off over our favorite movies, but it's so hard not to over this.
Yeah.
I think that's like the perfect format for these bonus episodes,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to do this very often.
No.
Like every episode
Just
should be like a 4-3 fucking
Deep dive into movies we love.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah.
Speaking of deep dive, Carrie-Anne Moss twisted her ankle while shooting one of her first scenes and decided not to tell anybody because she was afraid they would recast her.
Because she's an agrarian warhorse.
That's actually not like perfectly accurate
Okay.
because it's in the documentary where you see it happen.
Holy shit.
She does the cartwheel off the wall
Yeah.
and she's doing like a test run of it.
Yeah.
That's when she like you see it happen. Like she fucking rolls her ankle hard.
It's like
And she-
sideways, and she's like, I'm fine. Roll the camera.
No, like everyone gathers around. And she's like, no. Like she's like, oh no, oh no.
shit.
She knows what's about.
That
Like,
sounds
itchy
awful.
injury.
She's-
She's like a sports injury.
She's freaking out because she's now afraid that she won't be able to do the stunt because she's been working on it for months.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, you see the moment in that doc. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Just come.
Shout out to the documentary for fact checking my fact checks or my facts.
If that's an IMDb fact, it's just one of those things.
yeah,
It's
it's
Yeah.
one of
so
those things.
convoluted and
yeah, but that's sick though.
I want to make up like false but believable IMDb trivia for like movies and stuff. I
Yeah.
just want to do that.
We should do that. and
like
just be
Bill Murray was almost Batman and fucking Tim Burton's Batman. I'm 100% convinced he just said that once.
Yeah.
and it's a fake fucking
See,
story.
This kind of stuff would be great for like a true false like segment.
Ooh.
Like someone says something like true or false, like Bill Murray was considered for Batman.
Have you ever played
Yeah, I would
Fibbage?
just- No.
You would love it. It's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need Fibbage movie edition is what we need.
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's play a game on our show.
The Oracle.
Yeah.
The Oracle scene happens after this.
Yes.
We're introduced to the Oracle. And also just the process of them like taking care of Neo and like taking out all of the like equipment and like circuitry that he has inside of him. Even him pulling out that IV.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, man.
Very visceral and gritty.
For sure. And then like
This is going to feel kind of weird. Stabs him in his fucking cerebral cortex.
dude, one
This
of my
might feel kind of
Your
odd.
fucking spinal cord is...
One of my favorite things ever in this movie is like whenever he touches the mirror and it like starts rolling up his body and shit and it goes down his throat. The yell that turns into like a dial tone.
The vocoded yell.
my
Oh my god.
The distortion they did on that was perfect.
And the supernatural elements of the story being explained by the fact that it is the Matrix. It also, like, as a young person watching the movie, it promotes the idea that like all these things you hear about in the world that are crazy phenomena, it could just because we're in the Matrix, and this
Yes.
explains that.
This, at age 8, this fucked me up.
Hard.
Yeah. This introduced the concept of simulation theory in a convoluted sense because, like you, I didn't fully understand what I was watching.
It was just cool shooty movie.
I thought it was like a dream sequence whenever he like ejects out of that like shell.
Yes.
In the fucking thing. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I don't fucking know.
But what? Because he wakes up all the time
It
too.
looks like a
Yes.
fucking Geiger fucking
Yeah,
painting
yeah.
or something.
right. Yeah, but what really stuck with me was the glitch in the Matrix scenes.
Yeah.
When he
Oh
would
my
see
God.
a cat twice.
Yep.
He's
I
like,
was
deja vu. Wait, was it definitely the same cat? We have to know.
Yeah, and dude, because that's happened to
Ghost
everyone.
bumps.
Yeah.
That's happened to me. When I was fucking 8, I was like, I would see a glitch in the Matrix.
Right.
Like I was like, I think I just saw that person walk that way. Did I just see them again or whatever it was?
Yep.
And then I'm just like, wait, what? We're in the Matrix, and then I cut to me trying to jump high and run on a wall.
Like, I can do
little
it.
kid in a
if I-
trench coat.
Little kid in like a trench coat and gas station Oakleys, fucking
Fucking high school baseball coach glasses.
running around on my couches and furniture, just fucking doop boop 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 boop.
You
Parents
twist
are
your
like,
ankle,
Chris-
you're like, no.
Yeah, that was my childhood. Me thinking I was in the Matrix.
Dude, straight up.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie was actually super influential for me going into the film industry. I was like, oh, I want to make movies now. Like after
Oh.
seeing The Matrix, that was the one that pushed me over. Like, oh, that's super neato.
Dude, this was the
People
first
would come over and I'd be like, watch this lobby scene.
this was the first movie that I was like, oh, this is a cool movie.
Yes,
Right.
This
This is cool.
I saw this with my brother, and like he was like, "Holy fucking shit!" And I was like, "What? Yeah, it's neato." You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
was the first time because up until that time I was just watching Batman and fucking kids movies.
Yeah,
Totally.
for sure.
Yeah.
So this is the first one that was like, "Oh fuck, this is what a cool movie
Yeah.
is." Huh?
Yeah. So, also, it swept the Oscars, the Academy Awards. It won all 4 of the categories it was nominated for.
Which
that year.
categories were those, Chris?
I don't know, but I bet you know. And this
Oh,
is
no.
the largest clean sweep of nominated categories for a film that was not nominated for Best Picture.
I think it did win best editing, and also shouts to that editor because he did everything with just dialogue, no sound effects, no music. He wanted the story to be told on its own. He wanted it to be completely understandable without the crutch of music, special effects, all that shit.
You know what's interesting?
What's that?
That's how I edit too.
nice.
I'm not comparing
Chris
myself.
is basically the
I'm
editor of
as
the
good as the Matrix editor.
You fucking did it. Dude.
That reminds me.
That's how I start. I even close my eyes and feel the pacing of dialogue while I'm editing, and sometimes I don't
Nice.
even
Yeah.
look at the shot.
Paul Gilbert.
Big brain shit.
It's big brain.
Yeah.
5 head only.
Paul Gilbert uses his pinky when he plays guitar, and so do I. So like, I'm Paul
So
Gilbert.
you're basically Paul Gilbert.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Thanks.
Nice. But yeah,
Take it away,
it's-
Marco.
But yeah, it's basically
Reference for any Paul Gilbert fans out there.
one person just
Yeah.
went, "Holy shit!"
One
that was
person
all-
went like, "Fuck yeah!"
Have you heard this Paul Gilbert podcast?
Anyways, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the movie. The movie show. I'm running out of brain
The
cells.
movie show.
I'm running out of brain cells, guys.
Welcome to the movie show.
I want to rebrand as the movie show.
Alexa, what Oscars did The Matrix win?
The Matrix has won 4 Oscars, out of the 4 nominations it has received. Its latest Oscar nominations
Oh
were
my
in
God.
2000, including Best Film Editing,
Editing.
Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing, and Best Visual Effects.
Makes sense.
Makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best picture though.
I like that she specified that the latest Oscar nomination for The
Yeah,
Matrix.
she's dumb.
This was
Hey, man,
99.
she's dumb.
Yeah.
What was the best picture of 1999, and why isn't it The Matrix?
Oh, I think I know this one. Isn't it the Romeo or Juliet something? Fuck.
It might be Shakespeare in Love.
Yes, Shakespeare in Love.
It might be.
Alexa,
And
who won Best Picture in 1999?
The winner of the 1999 Oscar for Best Picture was Shakespeare in Love.
can I talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
I'm sure you already know, but I watched a YouTube video specifically about how Shakespeare in Love won the Oscars that year, and it's because Harvey Weinstein produced that and would fly people in to screen that movie, and he would
It was bought and paid for.
yeah.
He schmoozed its way into
Yeah,
Best Picture,
but
basically.
Harvey Weinstein is the reason for that. And the video I watched explained how he essentially created the modern Oscar campaign with that.
You're right. So, Alexa, what was nominated for Best Picture in 1999?
The 1999 Oscar nominees for Best Picture were Elizabeth, Life is Beautiful, Saving Private Ryan, Shakespeare in Love, and The Thin Red Line.
How the fuck did Saving... Fuck.
A bunch of just fucking...
Sorry, hold on. I forgot that I had to do it, so I just played it from Dropbox. Bunch of just fucking. I gotta add that right now. Sorry.
Yeah, you should. We didn't debut it on the last episode.
I know.
Which
Fuck.
sucks.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, it would have been great for that episode, too. This movie is a bunch of fucking brr
With 10-second echo.
farting in the fucking Cathedral of God.
Farting in a ventilation shaft.
It's like farting in a Dark Souls Coliseum. Fucking... Dude, that fart has a fucking health bar. Just- brr, it's just-
Art of the old one.
I wanted. God, I wish I had
Part
that
of
so
the
bad.
old one.
What won the best picture for blah blah blah? Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love.
Yeah. You know what else came out in 1999?
What?
Fight Club.
Wow,
Dude, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
That I would have been okay with it if Saving Private Ryan won.
One of the best war movies ever made in the history of movies.
Over Matrix, even though I love Matrix more than
Yeah.
that movie.
That's
like,
an
I would have
Oscar
been,
movie.
yeah, absolutely. Shakespeare in Love with fucking Gwyneth Paltrow.
Fuck you.
Hey, Alexa, when did the movie Fight Club come out? I want to make sure I'm right.
October 15th, 1999.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Alexa, could I beat
But-
Gwyneth Paltrow in a fight?
That might have been
Sorry,
the cutoff.
I don't know that.
She doesn't know that.
I think I
Actually,
could.
no, that's accurate.
That might have been the cutoff.
If the 99 Oscars, because they typically take place in February or March,
Yeah.
and if Fight Club came out in October of 99,
Because of the way time works.
it would have been nominated for 2000 Oscar.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Because time is a
the
flat
Matrix came
circle.
out in 1999.
But probably earlier than,
Oh, like January.
yeah,
Must
Alexa,
be.
when did The Matrix come out?
maybe.
The film The Matrix was released about 22 years ago on
Thank you.
March 31st,
March.
1999.
So
Weird.
before the
So-
Oscars.
Before the Oscars.
Oh, okay.
I'll say they were like March, April, something like that.
Alexa, did Fight Club win any Oscars?
Fight Club has not won any Oscars, but
Whack.
it was nominated for one including Best Sound Editing.
It's always like sound editing.
Yeah,
or
what is...
something.
It's like the
good-
bone
how do they
throw.
judge that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The great movies, like our fucking 4-3 movies, are always like, you can find them in best sound editing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
every Christopher Nolan movie gets sound editing.
Yep.
It's fucking
The
stupid.
intentionally...
Visual effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking 7 Marvel movies.
Anyways. All right, moving right along. Let's get back to our movie show.
Okay.
The movie show.
I want to say
The movie show.
one of my favorite scenes in this fucking movie
Yeah.
is whenever this is right after the Oracle tells Neo, like, hey, you're not the one, and you'll need to make a decision whether or not it's your life or Morpheus's. And then almost immediately after that, while they're trying to escape the agents and fucking the government or whatever, Morpheus must sacrifice himself by diving through a fucking wall and attacking one of the agents. The fucking lead up to that where he goes, "Oh, douche!" one of like Goosebumps, dude.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne fucking acted his ass off in this movie.
I like how everyone in this movie can do almost Neo things when they're real world people
Yeah.
that go back in when they just like believe or just like power up enough or have enough will.
Yeah.
They go through
The
walls.
anime aspect.
Some Dragon
yeah,
Ball Z shit.
exactly.
Exactly, where it's like people are stuck in the simulation that are stuck in it have to obey by the rules of the simulation.
But Carrie-Anne Moss can fucking jump over buildings and shit.
If you've gone out and you've drinking the mirror liquid, whatever the fuck they do, and then you go and
Just drink some mirrors once in a while.
drink some mirrors. And,
easy.
Yeah, and download some kung fu into your brain, and then go back in, and you can scale buildings and shit.
Absolutely. Dude, the idea of downloading Kung Fu.
Oh my god,
I
I
love that
so
shit.
badly wished that was real.
Oh my God,
and I was
same.
like, if I could be a black belt
Yeah.
in 9 different martial arts at the
Yeah.
age of 7.
Fun fact, when he's downloading that and it's showing all the things he's learning, the list is like jujitsu, kung fu, and one of
Kenpo.
them, drunken boxing
Yes.
is on there
Yeah.
too, which is fucking
Bo
cool.
Rai Cho shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the first
Shouts Bo Rai
Jackie.
Cho.
Yeah, first Jackie Chan movie I saw.
So speaking of like the stunts and all that, like the martial arts and fighting coordinator, the stunt coordinator, legendary, this guy from Hong Kong, Wu Ping Yun, he initially refused to work on the film, even after receiving the script, which he liked. He hoped by asking for an exorbitant fee, like an insane amount of money, they would say no, and it didn't. They just were like, "Yeah, we'll pay you that." And then he was like, "All right, well, I would like." He said to also try and get declined.
He
for
kept
some reason.
trying to get disqualified by asking for more and more shit.
Yeah, instead of just saying no.
That's hilarious.
He said he next formulated what he considered an impossible request. He said that he'd agree only if he had complete control of the fights and that he trained the actors for 4 months before they shoot. And the Wachowskis were like, "Yeah, sure." That's
Done
what
did
you're-"
it.
Yeah.
They're like, "That's what you're actually here for."
He's like, fuck.
Yeah, and they're like, "Damn it." It's a funny thing for him to be like, "Hey, I want complete creative control. Please say no."
Yeah.
It's like, and they were like, "Yeah, please do that. Fix your shit. Fix your shit. Thank you.
It's perfect.
Welcome to ThereAreTooManyMovies."
But dude, the fight scene between Morpheus and Agent Smith it's one of those little hidden gems in this movie. It's not brought up a lot, but there is so much fucking anguish and like hopelessness to that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like Morpheus is fighting so hard, but like
and they're renowned, they're impossible.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
It's
the
And
thing.
he's still giving it his all.
dude,
like,
that has been the entire narrative about the agents in this entire movie so far, is that like every single person that has gone up against the agents has died, and Morpheus is like, still, I'm going to fight
yeah.
as much as I possibly can, and like he's still fighting, but like he's taking the hits so hard, and you could feel them, dude.
Yeah, like every punch is like destroying organs.
Yeah.
Like it's like his ribs, it cuts to the real world, like him coughing up blood and shit.
yeah.
So good.
He fought, dude.
He does his little double kick off the ground. Little
Lawrence Fishburne fucking murdered this, dude.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
great.
so good. And dude, Hugo Weaving,
Amazing.
Agent Smith.
Fucking
And that-
iconic.
And that
Like,
became a legendary thing.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
the way
Legendary
he talked, the way he spoke. Also, he referenced the Wachowskis at the time, their voice, because they both
Oh.
had like were known to have really deep voices. So he modeled his dialect after the Wachowskis,
Cool.
and they were
He-
like, "That sounds great."
he sounds like a human, but also robotic at times.
But like the cadence in which he
Exactly.
speaks, it's the smell,
Dude,
The
that
hate.
scene.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
I reference that so much that it's the smell.
Yeah,
that
immersed
shit-
in it.
Oh, dude.
It's sickening. And
Yeah.
fucking like up his nose and
Dude,
shit.
that scene is so good. But okay, I want to say the fucking God.
So, there's so much to this movie. It's hard to
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one more fun fact I wanted to say, get it out of the way. The color correction. This is one of the first times I noticed color correction.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
when they're in the Matrix, obviously everything's green tint, all that. Like that's the color correction they chose for that world. When they're in the real world, it's more blue because that's like they thought that was a more natural color, even though that's like the color that occurs least in nature. They wanted to save like blues for the real world.
right.
And there was one little fun fact about that color that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so, and then when the fight scene between Morpheus and Neo, which is neither in the real world nor in the Matrix, it's yellow. So
Oh,
like
wow.
that's like the one time you see warmth is when they're in the training program.
That's cool.
Yeah. it's fun.
Badass.
I don't know this from the film or anything like that, if this was like thought, but like part of me believes. I believe it, man. So therefore, it's true. No,
He's beginning to believe.
I'm beginning to believe that they chose green because like that's not necessarily now it is, but at the time that wasn't a color we would associate with like technology or
I think with MS DOS,
algorithms.
yeah.
Maybe it was. It was the color of like the first few monitors.
Part of me wants to believe though that they chose green because that hue green like makes everything unnatural because of like the green that we get in real life isn't that saturated.
No, it's in our vision, it's warm or cold,
Yeah, exactly.
orange or blue.
But that is just like a hard green artificial.
Yeah.
Like
I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
Part of me believes that that's sort of why they did.
How like
That
staunchly
hue.
artificial it is.
Yeah.
We see grays, we see blues, and we see oranges in nature. Like green is present in nature, like obviously with trees and grass. But as far as the tint on your world,
Yeah.
it's warm or cold.
And I think back to the VFX artist reacts, like whenever they're talking about like Sonic, the first reacts video they did,
Yeah.
and like the green in his eye, how it didn't match like the green outside, like the grass. It's because it's so saturated and it looks unnatural.
Totally.
Part of me like was thinking of that whenever like watching this movie again over. It's like, yeah, that's an unnatural green, not one that we would ordinarily see in the real
Yeah.
world.
There's probably validity to that for sure.
Speaking of fun, like simulations and like
That's
training
the color
programs.
of the Matrix. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. That's
And in the title treatment and all of the artwork,
yeah. Black on like green on black became like
it's the Matrix.
That's
Yeah.
the Matrix for sure. So speaking of the Matrix, one of the training scenes when he's remember the woman in the red dress training when he's showing him that program.
Yeah.
So the Wachowskis casted a bunch of identical twins for that scene, that to show like there's other repeat characters walking by, but like Neo, you probably don't notice the repeat characters because you're looking at the woman in the red dress, like the lesson he's learning right there.
Yep.
But there was identical twins walking around as if the program
That
was
entire
glitching.
crowd was
Yeah.
identical twins.
Smart move on hacker Bill Burr's part.
Exactly.
Oh wait, that was Mouse. My bad.
That's all good.
Yeah. But so speaking of the helicopter scene, the Morpheus rescue, jumping ahead. I'd say speaking of as if we were talking about it. We weren't.
Right.
Did you want to talk about something?
Something right before that, though.
Sure.
Just to quickly go over Cypher's character arc, Joe
yeah.
Pantoliano.
The traitor.
Dude, he had a legit character arc. It's not like he was
Yeah.
just bad because he was bad.
Yeah.
Nah,
He
was-
had a motive the entire time. He's like, fuck, why didn't I take the blue pill? Like, this
Yeah.
sucks. I hate being here.
Truly
And
angry,
and
like-
it makes it absolutely 100% believable of his character to do what he does. And like, yeah, fuck this. This
Honestly,
sucks.
yeah. Like the
Yeah.
real world fucking blows.
Right.
Put me back in the simulation and give me
Yeah.
all the fucking money.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to eat steak.
And dude, it was perfect.
It was great.
And he acted it perfectly for that character. Such a well-written character, so much depth there, and like motive that like, yep, that's a human being, and you know that personality went through this whole thing. He's talking about 8 years of doing what they're doing right now, searching for the one.
Yeah.
And like hearing Lawrence Fishburne and like getting tired of his fucking, you know, like, oh, he's this overall knowing, you know, guy. It's like, no, it's just a fucking guy, you know?
Yeah. Just getting sick of it.
Wow.
I love that arc
Such
because
a
it was
good arc.
believable.
Yep.
Right.
But I want to say the steak scene is such a philosophical
Yes.
fucking
I love that
too.
scene.
Yeah.
Because like we were talking about earlier,
I know this isn't real. I know this is my mind telling me that this steak tastes good.
yep.
The whole thing.
Well, the thing about it is that's how we perceive reality too.
Yes.
That's whether we're in a simulation or not. Let's just say for argument's sake in this right now, we're gonna get fucking philosophical right now. For argument's sake, we're not in a simulation, but your brain is constantly interpreting stimuli. You think your eyes are cameras. They're not. It's light entering, and your brain is actively hallucinating what it thinks
Right.
it's seeing.
You're always looking at your nose, but you don't see it unless you look at your nose.
Dude,
Right.
I literally have eyelashes. This is dumb.
Go on.
I have eyelashes that point down.
Yep.
The fact that I don't see them because of the perspective and like how
Your brain ignores them.
my
Yeah.
brain looks past them.
Yep.
And that I don't see fucking lines in my eyes.
Yep.
Or you know in my vision.
Yep.
It's fucking insane, dude.
It's fucking wild.
The next time you're looking at like leaves on a tree, just try to let your eyes sort of unfocus, and your entire field of vision will be filled with leaves. It like I was just sitting on my patio the other day, and I was just like, Like that happened, and I was like,
Just-
what?
You're just in the Matrix.
Yeah.
You're like, am I the one?
I'm like,
Take out Rage Against the Machine. Fucking ding, 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 ding.
Oh man.
By the way, this movie got me into metal.
Oh yeah.
That song with Rage Against the Machine in it at the end, I was like, what's that band? And that was the first time I ever heard metal. Straight up. That was the heaviest shit I ever heard. Song Wake Up by Rage Against the Machine. Check it out.
Dude. All right. So now we get to go to Morpheus's rescue.
Yes.
The lobby scene.
Which, by the way, was almost shut down because of the helicopter.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, this is too expensive. Fuck this. These are first-time directors.
right, yeah, it's
First-time directors.
huge for that.
And this is the first film that they wrote. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they flew a helicopter through restricted airspace on accident and almost got the whole film shut down in Sydney.
Holy shit.
They filmed the whole thing in Australia to save money. I won't tell you how much it cost because I know, but it saved them. It cost a third of the budget.
Wow.
To film in Australia as opposed to America.
Wow.
And but yeah,
And they had to like CGI out. They took out the Sydney Opera House and like different like Australia
'Cause it's too
landmark-
noticeable and-
Exactly, because
yeah.
they wanted it to just be like a blank. It's a city.
Right.
Yeah.
Could be
And-
any city in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, but they had to write new laws for the helicopter flying, and then they resumed filming.
Oh, wow.
Straight up new laws were written in Sydney for this.
Jesus.
Holy shit, that's crazy, dude. Really quick though. I mean, after the lobby shootout. I mean, Chris, let's talk about the lobby shootout now.
Best
let's-
fucking scene ever.
best fucking
Amazing.
scene ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
duffel
get
bags full of
goosebumps.
guns.
When you
Bum, ba-dum,
when you
ba-dum,
see his foot stepping into the building, it's immediate
and you hear those
goosebumps.
bells.
Because it's like it's
Ding,
during the scene where like this is after one of the best scenes ever in this movie with Hugo Weaving, like, you know, his whole speech about like it's the smell, that whole fucking scene. And he's talking, but he's like, they're not going to save you. The fucking footsteps in the fucking revolving door, dude.
Just entering the lobby.
Jesus
You're
fuck.
like, they're about to get the fucking so hard. Like,
The absolute trench coat fucking.
yeah.
Trench coat of guns, dude.
Dude.
And this was the first movie where it's like bullets and guns were just completely expendable because they had the infinite ammo
Right.
cheat. They
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
could load weapons.
Guns, lots of guns.
Yeah.
One of the best lines ever. Yeah.
Yeah. And like so
Dude,
they
when they're,
load up all
when
the
they're
guns.
in the white void and it just fills up like fucking,
Oh my god. Like this
But
is
like he has all of them strapped to him still.
right.
it's the action movie archetype where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is like what would be the funnest thing possible? Oh, a character that could load all the guns,
Yeah.
and just go in with all the guns,
Just
Yeah.
all of them.
just every gun imaginable. Doesn't reload, doesn't need to. Pulls out
throws 'em
freshly,
away.
just throws away the guns and pulls out freshly loaded guns.
God damn it.
And he's a literal walking armory.
Yeah.
Both of them walking in. And the setup to the scene, the ding, 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 the dramatic ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
yeah.
and then going through a buzzer. Deep. Would you please remove any metallic items you're carrying, keys, loose change, and then the trench coat reveal of the fucking armory on his
Holy shnikes. Good dude.
He might as well have said "Zoinks!"
Yeah.
and then just get palmed right there, and then
Dude.
cut to slow mo. Fucking. Boo.
And then Trinity with the fucking Uzi, which is perfect for her. Brah, brah, fucking. Oh my god.
double MP5 crossfire.
Dude, this made like this is what made being a child like in the 90s.
Dude, yeah.
This is why I
Just-
started doing this noise.
yeah.
Running around with little Nerf guns going,
And doing this shit.
God, fucking gun fu, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gung fu.
Basically, it's like that was the start of like gun fu.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like remember Equilibrium, by the way? The Matrix, like basically
The not as good Matrix.
the not as good Matrix
with
starring Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Check out that movie, by the way. It's
That's a dope
pretty dope, actually. But
It sucks that like it has to be compared to the Matrix because
Yeah.
it is a good movie in its own right.
yeah. When did the movie Equilibrium come out?
It had to be before the Matrix.
Really?
The film
97.
Equilibrium was released about 19 years ago on
Oh.
December 6th, 2002.
After.
Damn.
After.
No, fuck! I thought it was before. It looks
Yeah,
like
man.
it was made before this.
Because
for
I
sure.
remember being so obsessed with the Matrix that I tried to find other
Right.
Matrix movies, and I found that one a few years later,
Oof.
and bought it on DVD. Just
Yikes.
just
It's
blind
good.
bought it.
It is good though.
It is a pretty good movie, but a great example of gun fu. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, so lobby scene. They
Man.
burst in, the dramatic music.
The concrete pillars, dude.
Getting blasted away through the whole fight. The second squad of soldiers that come out fully armed, like ready to fucking go.
Freeze!
Answer me this.
Yeah.
Chris, what is the best shot in the lobby scene?
The best shot, my favorite shot.
If it's the same one I'm thinking, dude.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so God, there's a few. So
There, I mean, it's every frame is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But
my favorite sequence is when he runs out of guns and starts doing a like the tracking shot of the dolly of him sprinting and doing a cartwheel and picking up the M4
as the debris is coming towards you,
dude.
and it's just tracking him and you barely see him through the pillars.
that's it.
Fucking
That's
phenomenal.
the shot. That's the shot.
Yeah, and he does the cartwheel to pick up the gun and then cuts to the close up and the sound effect to sell it. And then the music cuts back in. That song is so fucking composed for that.
Yeah.
The music builds up to that moment. I swear to God, if they if it was composed after the fact, great. But if it was edited for the sequence of events to occur on the certain beats of that song, chef's fucking kiss, man.
Yeah.
It's like it was composed with. It's like the police were after the composer, and it's the last thing he wrote before he got arrested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just perfectly. The sequence of events fits all perfectly, and then
It was so perfect that someone just shot the editor in the head right after that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they're like,
He's
"That's it."
It's like, oh shit, yeah, that looks great, dude.
yeah, exactly.
You will never do anything better than this, dude.
exactly peaked right there.
Yeah.
Also, the shot of Trinity doing that cartwheel, the fucking like
The
way her-
one-handed one.
The way
that was Neo. My bad.
no. She's doing a cartwheel off the wall.
Yes.
And like the way her head and then like the legs split as she's like, oh,
Yeah.
I fucking conic,
Dude.
man.
fuck.
Oh.
God damn it. And she did that.
Yeah.
She fucking did it. They had one take to do it. She fucking did it, man.
That's so sick.
Crazy.
She's such a badass in this fucking movie, dude. Shouts to Carrie Ann Moss.
And the editing in that scene specifically is phenomenal. Like the way it goes from them exiting the frame in slow mo and then like getting behind a pillar right after. But there's a few repeat actions. Speaking of repeat action, shout out to Mayor of Easttown.
Oh god.
There's a few times when
The part where he picks up the gun is like a repeat shot.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
tiny bit.
Yeah.
It's a little off.
Yeah, it like cuts to the close up and then it goes back. But I'm talking like you see the same thing happen one or two times where it's like from a few different angles to sell it for you. Phenomenal in that scene.
Incredible. You can get I Can Hear the Ocean after that.
Yeah, exactly. But I love the ending of that. Like runs out of ammo, climbs a person in slow motion, and just temple kicks him once.
Oh.
And the guy just like just hit his off switch.
It's just like, ow!
What if like because the music? What if the music? Because the music does cut out. What if like after this whole scene, it's just like, and then he does the hero landing, and then it cuts to a wide shot, and he's just like, fuck, dude.
Fucking head.
Right, you kicked my ear, dude. That wasn't even.
It's ringing now. It hurts.
Dude, and
His
then
helmet doesn't do shit.
the elevator closing after that, like you just see the debris. Perfect end of that scene,
Dude.
man.
Fun fact: the little column that falls right at the end there, which is perfectly cinematic, was actually not planned and stayed
Just perfect.
It just stayed. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
And
Right
they-
as the door shut.
And of course, they
Goosh.
added some sound design to sell it.
Yeah.
Where it's like it cuts the debris and one more thing falls. It's like an iconic like thing,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
you cut to the destruction, and then it just goes doosh, something.
Probably for me, like dialogue wise, almost as good as the lobby scene. Just using dialogue is whenever they're strapping themselves to the elevator, they put the fucking bomb inside the elevator. Right as he releases the bomb, he goes, "There is no spoon."
Yeah.
He says it to himself.
Ah! Oh my fucking god, dude! That is perfect script writing,
Dude,
screenwriting,
seriously.
Character development.
character development. That was literally perfect. That was
God.
a perfect fucking foreshadowing reference, whatever you want to say. That was
It's like him building into like I can do whatever I want.
Right.
there is no
Like
spoon.
there is like nothing matters.
I control the world.
Yeah.
I'm the one.
And if you
like,
miss that little detail, like such an important little fucking detail in this movie, oh my god, the delivery of that, everything about it, that was masterful.
did you ever play Enter the Matrix for Xbox?
Yeah.
That game was the shit.
It's actually a phenomenal
I
game.
loved that game.
Never played it.
Yep.
And the rooftop scene, dude,
Iconic.
kicking ass
obviously.
again.
I mean, obviously the bullet time scene was
Dude,
phenomenal.
honestly, for me, better than that was dodge this.
Yep.
Skadoo. That fucking
Yeah.
the ragdoll physics of that, dude. Oh my
It bugs me to this day. It bugs me to this day that she's aiming at his temple, and then when it cuts to the wide, he's facing this way.
Yeah,
Bugs
yeah.
me to this day, but I'll forgive the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He'll give the Matrix a pass on that one.
Yeah. Because 10 seconds prior, they just did the most phenomenal and groundbreaking VFX shot of all time, probably.
Yeah.
It's probably, like, if you think of groundbreaking VFX shots, that's got to be at your forefront.
That is one of honestly, dude, in the history of film, that is the one of the most iconic shots of all time.
Dude, literally
Trinity, help. Like, when I hear those two words, immediately I see the whole thing unfold.
Oh yeah.
It's just like,
that shot is fucking. You would see that on every DVD commercial for the rest of time.
Yep.
yep.
Every single commercial, like, now we have DVDs.
Holy fuck, oh shit, memory flood.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, damn.
Isn't there's a crazy fact about wasn't that his real cape the whole time, even though it looks CG? Like his real trench coat?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, because like in the BTS.
Fuck CGI capes.
Yep.
Fuck you, YouTube.
They did it in 1999. Go fuck yourself, idiot.
It's a hologram.
Moron.
Eat my penis.
Yeah. Shout out to YouTube comments.
Just drink a bowl of cum.
Just like, dude. Oh, they're dumb. Whatever.
And then the helicopter scene, dude.
Yeah. Morpheus, get up. Which, by the way,
Oh,
a
shit.
callback to Trinity, get up.
Yes.
Which
God.
again was one of my favorite scenes with her aiming at the window, just like he's not just Trinity,
Get
up, get up,
And then she does. Oh my god.
and then dude, just knife hands, whole movie.
Oh my god.
Anytime someone's like, "Hey, an agent's coming," knife hands. That's what everyone has to do.
Yeah, you got
Someone's-
knife hands.
Knife immediate. Yeah. Oh shit, agents. I love how the tactic is you cannot fight them.
No.
Yeah.
I fucking
Run.
love that.
Just run.
Run.
It's like, oh, we have to run from the fucking agent.
And then as soon as Keanu
get to a phone.
as soon as Neo is face to face with an agent in the subway, like it's not said. It's like, I don't think it's said, but like he looks over to the stairwell. It's like, yep, run. Like you,
Right.
As
That's
the
your
viewer,
yes.
as the viewer,
Your
you're like,
survival instincts going.
yeah, you're like run, and then he's like, fuck that, I'm the one,
Dude, fucking goosebumps.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go,
Let's fucking go.
fucking go. Yep.
Yeah. So, I guess we can kind of top it off, right? He becomes the one.
Well, no. We got to do the helicopter scene, dude. We have to talk about that fucking shot.
Oh, when
Him
it
jumping into the helicopter.
No, dude. After the helicopter crashes into the building that fucking reverberates off the building.
Yeah.
They did that stunt. I want to say they took 2 months to perfect the glass blowing up in a circle like that.
Jesus.
For that to go off at the same time. And then that, honestly, one of my favorite shots in the film is Trinity crashing into that window.
Because it's a reflection.
As that, oh my god, dude. That's perfect. And then, of course, the helicopter raining bullets
Yes.
from the building. That
onto the camera.
under
Like
the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
the way bullets are just expendable in this movie was one of the first times that's ever been done, where it's like
Yeah.
shooting automatic weapons for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just like-
shots of bullets just like bouncing all over the place and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the lobby
Yeah.
scene, like you saw like the bullets bouncing as they're running. And just like, this is
It's
action.
pure havoc.
It is
Yeah.
action.
That's
This is
what-
like a rebrand of action happened in 1999.
Oh,
Totally.
absolutely. And that's what made this, like, dude, imagine if those weren't guns and those were like space guns or fucking futuristic guns or some
Yeah.
shit like
Zero impact.
that. Zero fucking impact.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they're fucking bullets, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Fucking hit different.
For real.
And just infinity mode on.
Yeah.
Infinite.
Infinite ammo cheat on.
God damn it, dude. Bullets raining, helicopter scene. Yep, that's it. And then now,
Agent Smith fight of
the Agent
just
Smith fight, the subway fight.
anime proportions that just make me come. It's
Yeah.
just insane.
I think it took 6 months to plan that scene. I think I read something like that. The Agent Smith and Neo scene took 6 months to plan the choreography, and then went 10 days over schedule.
right.
Shooting wise.
The revolving shot, how it starts out with,
Oh.
is amazing for
Where they're
one thing.
shooting at the same time.
Yeah. And then they both land and they're both like, "You're out." And it's like that. Oh, fuck.
It's a bit of a trope, but it's great.
Yes.
So
yeah.
you're out. So are you. Love it.
And then he just yeets him into a fucking wall, yeets him into a magazine stand.
And that's the first time he kills an agent, right?
I think so.
That's the first
I
time an
think it's
agent dies.
The only time.
Is the
right?
no?
Well,
I mean,
in
he kills
the
a bunch
first
of
one.
them. He kills a bunch of them later.
No, I don't think any of them die.
The agent gets hit by a train. He does a backflip off the tracks.
Yeah. yeah.
Right.
And leaves the agent.
But I
to get
thought
hit
no,
by the
he
train.
shows up again after that though.
Oh, you're right. He comes out of the train. You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh, he's fine after that.
How does he kill him? I can't remember. Fuck.
He
He-
injects himself and they explode.
He goes inside of them.
Right.
That's how he. Yeah.
Oh,
He
you're right.
does that
You're
in
right.
the hallway.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the only time that happens.
He jumps into their stomach
And
and
then-
then and then he just
Which is a fetish of mine.
vor. Shut up, vor. And then explodes them, and then the wobble of the hallway, like the way he's bending the matrix.
Yep.
Like he's bending the simulation.
Like we talked about that music swell right there. Whenever he discovers that he can stop. Whenever, dude, the fucking
The way he says, "No."
yeah,
Dude, his
the foreshadowing of Morpheus being like, he's like, I can dodge bullets is what you're saying. He's like, no, like you won't have to.
right.
Yeah.
And he just stops him. No.
How the fight slowly goes from like a regular fight where he's sort of overpowered and then he gains the upper hand and then he's like, oh, I'm God, and then does the one-handed thing.
Oh,
Fucking shit.
Come,
yeah.
just come in.
Absolute Dragon Ball Z anime.
Straight up.
Like that was just pure God complex, like type of like, oh, I'm the badass. Like
Yeah.
that triggered like the cool guys like complex in everyone's head.
And dude, shouts like he kind of fucked up as an actor, but Locke in this movie, his line delivery of like he is the one, like when that happens when he discovers like he can stop bullets. and
Oh
shit,
yeah. They got the computer.
fucking perfect line delivery. He fucking murdered that. That guy fucked up real bad, dude.
Why?
He asked for too much money in the second one. Like he was like essentially not signing his contract, even though he had signed on to do all three movies. He's like, nope, I want more money, and they're like, we can do it without you.
Well, yeah.
He fucking goofed.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, he missed out on the money, but he didn't miss out on being in movies because those two were not that phenomenal.
True.
Not as great as the first ones.
But
I
who
mean,
knows if he would have cooperated and done, what he said he was going to do?
He would have saved the movies.
No, he might have been in more movies after that.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. That reminds me of his death scene. Or not his death scene.
When his
When he
brother
gets
dies,
zapped.
When
Tank gets zapped.
when
right?
Cypher gets like their fight.
Yeah.
Oh, with his line that he delivers?
One of my
Oh.
favorite cuts ever. He's like, "No, that's impossible." In the
Yeah.
he says it in the Matrix, and then somebody's like, "What?" And then it cuts to the real world, and he's saying that, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it something like that?
He goes, no, cuts to, and then he's like, that's impossible. Like in the real world, he says
Right.
that's impossible. But like the lead
Because
up,
he's hearing it over the phone. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Like
Yeah.
he's on the headset.
Yeah.
And you hear him say, "No, that's impossible." And then it cuts to him like why he said
That's-
that. One of my favorite J cuts in all of history. That's
Oh,
when you
yeah.
hear the audio and then go to the video after.
shit.
Boy, they could have cut to him right when you hear "No, that's impossible," but the fact that it's like it's the blending of the two worlds that implies was just like
It paints a full picture.
And the lead up to it too is like he's like, if he's the one, he couldn't die, or he would not be able to die. He could not be dead.
Right.
yeah.
And
So,
his
if
like,
He's like, some miracle has to stop me from killing him. No, that's impossible. Oh shit, dude.
This movie. man.
Chills. Fucking chills.
All right, so let's get to the end of this. Let's start wrapping this up.
All right.
What else we got? Any other notes? We got to him being the one, and then he basically becomes a superhero.
Dude, Rage Against the Machine.
Shout out to Rage Against the Machine.
boom, bam.
The fucking flyby to end the movie.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Come on,
God damn it, dude.
Cut to green text.
Yeah.
Does that fucking hit so hard? And dude, the fact that the agents run the other way after he explodes Agent Smith.
He's like, we need to get out of here.
We need to fucking be. I'm Agent B.
Yeah.
Agent B said we need to GTFO. Yeah, and the fact that they're running at the end,
Yeah.
like just the role reversal,
And it's like, yeah, he's the one. He is the one.
so sick.
And also, Neo's an
Maj-
anagram for one, of course. I think we all know that.
What?
Wait a second.
Film school, go to it.
His apartment is number 101.
Oh, film school, go to it.
Go to it.
Go to film school.
Anyways, perfect action movie.
Great movie.
Love it.
Don't watch 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm about to.
They're-
For the first time in a really long time, I'm going to watch the second one.
I would be down to watch it with you.
Let's do it.
Yeah, they just go off the rails. It's too much. I don't give a fuck about the real world and in the world against the machines. I want them to exist in the Matrix. I wanted them to stick within the skeleton that they built in the first one.
Totally.
Yeah.
They tried to build new skeletons in 2 and 3, and boy howdy.
I already do not want to see Zion.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking
It's
cringe. Man.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever.
I'm like, this is what they did?
If the first one, it doesn't matter. Fucking.
Was that it?
Yep, that's it for the Matrix. Shout out to
Alex,
that
you
whole
good?
movie.
Yep.
Can I say one more thing? Right after you ting. In an online interview when the film was first released, Wachowskis both said that they would have taken the blue pill, given the option,
Oh, wow.
which is kind of fun. Also, Johnny Depp was actually Wachowski's first choice, according to this guy named Don Davis. I'm not sure if it's real, but Warner Brothers wanted Brad Pitt or Val Kilmer, and then after Kilmer and Brad Pitt said no, Warner Brothers was willing to consider Johnny Depp, and then it came down to Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves, whom Warner Brothers was pushing. Keanu was really into the concept, and so he won over.
Nice.
Who knows if that's all real, but
Shouts to Keanu Reeves.
movie would have sucked with Johnny Depp.
One of the most iconic roles of all fucking time.
For real.
Yeah.
Shouts him. All right, boys. Speed run. Is it cinema with Marty Scorsese? Boys, is the Matrix cinema?
Well, I'll go first. Considering this is one of the movies that got me into the film industry and changed the way I look at filmmaking in general, I would say that, yes, this is cinema for me.
Alex?
Big duh.
Big duh.
That's on some duh shit.
Yeah.
Of course, 100% it is cinema. Now we have the dutiful obligation to determine whether or not the Matrix belongs in the S-tier film format for 3. That means the box.
That means, would we recommend it? Would we put it on our shelves of favorites? Is it in the Too Many Movies collection?
Criterion Collection.
Yes.
It's not the Criterion
The
collection. 'cause
Criterion Collection.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
I love it.
Yep. And that's that. This. Yep. It's yep.
Yup.
Easy up. Big duh again.
Of course. This is 4-3 for
Chances
me.
are, if we're doing a Go Plus Max episode about it, it's a 4-3.
Yeah.
We're just showing you the 4-3s.
Yeah. So yeah, that's The Matrix, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to that movie from 1999. That's a long time ago.
Yeah. We must.
You know, 20 years ago in 1980?
We must now do DMT.
Budget?
DMT.
Oh, DMT. Yeah. DMT. The dumb movie title for The Matrix, 1999. Alex, you want to go first?
Actually, I will go first because I don't like mine.
Okay.
Your own S&M Jesus, right?
Nice.
Your own
Yeah, you-
Alex?
it's like, yeah.
S&M
Nice.
Jesus.
The Leatherfellas.
Nice.
Bill and Ted fight a fucking robot army. And have you ever had a dream that you dreamed of that you could do anything?
When Morpheus said that, I fucking heard that. Like, I heard, have you ever had a dream? And then immediately I went into that. You could do so much, you could do anything. Mine is leather McShooty simulation, and that's it.
Alrighty. Congrats to us
Congrats to us.
Congrats to us
for watching The Matrix.
watching The Matrix.
We did good, guys. We
we
watched a
did
great
it.
movie.
We watched a good movie and talked about it.
Budget?
Budget. Let's do budget. I actually know it, so you guys want to play?
I do not know the budget.
I feel
The
like
guy that watched 3 commentary tracks of the Matrix. Like
I think I know it, but I don't remember it. Does that count?
Yeah, sure, let's give it a shot. I know it for sure.
It was
so.
1999, so the dollar was worth about $40 compared to
Put
today.
this in on your Texas Instrument calculator and let's get this over with.
First movie.
Ambitious, one might say.
I'll go
Take your time.
I'll go $40 million.
Okay.
$70 million.
Damn it, that was my first guess.
Alexa, what was the budget for the movie The Matrix?
The Matrix cost an estimated $63 million to make.
There you go. Josh wins with his guess of $70 million. What'd you say?
40.
40.
That's
40 to get a
that's an
fucking
incorrect-
helicopter, Alex?
Hey man,
It's a
I
fucking
never bought a helicopter.
You need at least $60 million.
It was actually a life-size scale. It was a full scale size of a helicopter, a lightweight one that was like stripped.
Right.
And they
It was basically
took
an
the
IKEA helicopter.
Oh, nice.
And they took the propellers
It
off
weighed
and had
nothing.
to add those back in CG. Neato.
Neato.
It was being held on strings carried by an actual helicopter.
Actor game,
Let's do it.
Keanu Reeves.
Let's get it.
I'm going to start with... Actually, Chris, you won last episode, so you can go
The
and start.
Matrix.
John Wick.
Speed.
Cyberpunk. It's a game, but that counts, I
That's
think.
true. He did acting in that.
Yeah.
The Lake House.
Don't want to give up my good ones. Keanu Reeves also did Point Break.
Damn it.
Bill and Ted.
God damn it. I'm out. Those were the two I...
The Replacements.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. Which is a remake, but it's
Fucking
still great.
perfect movie.
Yeah.
Ironic
Perfect.
that The Replacements got remade.
It's a perfect sports movie, guys.
Always be my maybe.
Cameo in the movie Keanu.
Okay. I'm out.
Toy Story 4.
Whoa.
Was he in that?
Johnny Rocket or something like that.
The Scanner Darkly? Was he in
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Shout out to Scanner Darkly.
Shouts to The Matrix.
Shouts to The Matrix, one of the best films ever made.
Ever.
Thank you for listening to There Are Too Many Movies. I'm going to go take a Nini because I'm out of brain cells.
Same.
Go Plus Max. Thank you for supporting the show.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
giving
the-
us
thank you for being a-
5 buckaroonies.
Yeah. Thanks for being a blood relative. Tell a friend about the show. Recruit some more blood relatives to this not cult.
Yep.
We're going to produce more content, talk about more movies, and all that stuff. Thank you for supporting. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
B.
Go check out The Matrix if you haven't.
You duh.
You toads.
Later, dudes.